What's up, world? Let some of y'all come up in here, man. What's happening on Friday, man? What's happening on a Friday? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping I catch you in good spirits, high value of your life, not no of understanding. Every day is not going to be the same, but god dang it can't be worse than what it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, happy Friday, man. I ain't going to lie to you, man. It's bill day. Paying them bills. How's everybody feathering? Right? How's everybody feathering? Let's not talk about people that's nothing. But I'm hoping that everybody is on this wave. Everybody is preparing themselves for it's gonna be a scare. Like I said, computers are taking over everything. And human race, since y'all want this technology, AI system, they gonna have you out of job. I got that memo, darling. I got that memo. Chuck D, what's up? Man, y'all keep on working, keep doing what you're doing. Prosperity is gonna be something that you gonna have in your life. This is what I think about, y'all. How far have I came since my digging out the hole, right? And I'm going to call digging out the hole when I was in ACC, Penn State. And the only thing you got to have is that want to do better. And your acceptance on not accepting everybody in your life. Because, some people will be a weight, like an anchor. And you got to see that from the get-go. We too old to keep falling for the okie doke. Society already gave us the okie doke, right? But we try to make the best out of this life while everything is still manageable. When I say manageable, only thing you gotta do is go to work. If you need more money, go to work. If you want to do better in life, get a better job. Take chances on yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna take a chance on you. Everybody believing in somebody else's hype, thinking that when they make it big, they got you. Boy, if you still stuck on that elementary stuff, you'll be the last person a person think about when he finally get his hands or she finally get her hands on some bread. The last person they think about is somebody that's not relative, let me say that, a relative, related to them. You understand what I'm saying? They take care of their kids. If they got a good rapport with them, they should, right? They shouldn't start trying to live their life knowing they was on everybody's back. Don't forget where you come from. And a lot of people do forget where they come from. I must remind you. They do. But if you keep it silent with individuals, guess what? You always have that respect from people that respect themselves. And that's the most, that's the benefit of keeping it real. Now, if you're respected by a bunch of clucks, hey, you can't get out of a rut trying to help somebody else and you can't help yourself. You can't get out of a rut trying to believe in somebody who don't really have the characteristics to achieve any goals. And I was saying this the other day, man. If them clucks on YouTube and around the world is bums, see, the bums gave up. It's either some kind of hardship or some tragic happened in their life and they just can't bounce back. Listen, I'm not cold-hearted, but I don't have time to pay attention to people that ain't trying to put one foot in front of the other. They talk about it. I'm talking about the actions, right? What are you doing to better yourself? Have you changed your whole, quote-unquote, character? Some people just don't get it. I can't feel sorry for those who don't get it. I'm a messenger. I'm going to tell y'all, anybody in this world, if I can do it, you can do it. Oh, everybody ain't built like that. Well, I'm sorry you don't feel like you can be real with yourself. You don't know your capabilities and what you can manage or yourself. Oh, you need a fan club. Boy, I tell you, man, these boys are straight up born losers. And it probably comes from their parents. You know, everybody didn't have no outstanding parents. Remember, we try as parents. But if you are down with letting your child crash the hell out, and you try to be their friends, and you don't think they do no wrong, and anytime the teacher comes to you and say, hey, this is the situation, you know your child. So is it cool? This is a question. Is it cool to go to bat for your child knowing they're a bad actor? And a lot of parents enable these clucks to be older damn fools. Man, I'm glad my parents took time with me, man. And, you know, I'm perfect. I still bump my goddamn head because I did not appreciate blessings, right? I'm going to say it like this. A lot of people don't appreciate you being part of their life. So what do? It's a song for that. I wish I could play my song, my album, my soundtrack, the way YouTube don't want to give the message out. Sometimes songs is the best way to give a message out. You might can't say them words like that, but that artist could. But I don't live on them artists' words. I build from them artists' words. Song, everybody plays a fool, but how long you gonna be a fool? No exception to the rule. But I'm talking about grown-ups. Still thinking the world is friendly. Still hanging on. I see my mindset is going a lot of places right now. Because a lot of things in my life, let me break it down. It's already been done. You just got to find out what frequency you on. A lot of people don't even deserve to be on your frequency. Matter of fact, if you hang around with clucks, you become a cluck. And I said this before. If you do something more than 10 times consistently, guess what? That's your new habit. So that's why I'm doing every other day. I got to come, if it's about 10 minutes or whatever, I'm going to come and conversate with y'all. Do you think I had something to talk about? No, real life, you always got something to talk about. The subject matter is your life. The subject matter is how you making it through this wicked world. How was your day? But one thing, I see a lot of youngsters and the grown-ups around me missing. You can't hang with losers because you become a loser. You can't see it? Then you might as well, you might as well say you manipulated. Hypnosis, that crap is real. You can't see no wrong in nobody and they clucked out. That stuff is real. And I'm going to say this. I don't hang with clucks. I don't talk to clucks. Me an irritating feeling. Like when you be at work and you see clucks walking around you all day, trying to fit in, laughing at the corniest things. I don't hang with people like that. I hang with people who got a stiff back, meaning stand up tall. If you effing up, and it's a politic with it, right? Sometimes you got to pick your battles at work. But in real life, that's your time. So why would you mess with a cluck? Is that who you are? Look at yourself in the mirror. That's all I'm saying. People need to start looking at themselves in the mirror. Because whoever you hang with, the world will judge you by. Right? So let's get back to the topic. I am glad that I was able to pay my bills. A lot of people still try to figure out how can I lean on this person hard enough to get my bills paid because they run game like that. I told y'all, I don't know how many times I said, God bless the Mark's heart. Without a Mark, quote unquote, a real nigga show star. It's the ones that's in the street still. It's because I'm not going to take advantage of you. I don't want to be around you if you're still a cluck. Period. Shit. You know my life? You know what I came up out of? Why would I want to settle down for something less than? Even my friends got to step their level up or it's going to be high and by. And it seems like a lot of friends that I consider to be solid They still silent. They don't mess with a lot of people anyway. And then everybody say, what's wrong with the world? The world don't want to listen. So you're going to have to pick sides. That's for your safety, for your mind's sake. No. I don't know how many times people got to get burned. How many times they don't understand the crowd of people you kick it with, people will judge you for that. Ain't no hearts out there. It's a conscious decision to stay clucked out. Man, I knew Richard. Now I didn't know Richard Pryor, but just say the comedian Richard Pryor. I never spent time with him, but I watched his videos. Would that be somebody I'ma hang out with in the free world? No, he got a lot of bad habits. He might be funny, but I ain't gonna F with him. Now, let's get to another comedian. Bernie Mac. You think you can hang with Bernie Mac? You see what Hollywood did to him? He was a stand-up guy. That's why they knocked him off. Now, if you don't understand how society works, you don't understand what I'm saying. You'll think it's a conspiracy. But I think Cat Williams and Monique just came out with something. But this is the same conversation I've been having. This world, what is real, is considered fake. How many times we got to keep repeating this slogan? And what's fake is now considered real. It doesn't matter how much you jab on the internet. How you living in real life is what matters. And why would you wake up early in the morning talking about another grown man, another grown woman? So you got your shit together. Views discretion is advised. But I don't go off like I did the other night, man. The other day, man. I look back on that film and I say, man, you had to get down and low to have a conversation like that. But then when you get fed up, sometimes you gotta let it out so it'll be understood. Clucks ain't allowed. This is grown folk stuff. I'm talking about revolution of the mind. Yeah, that way. This is what type of channel I got. Yeah, we're gonna have fun, and I definitely, I just stay busy. I stay busy. I'm ready for everything. Have y'all changed anything for what? Now, this is a question. Have y'all changed anything from 2023 versus what y'all do now? What's changed? What's different? Have y'all started working out? Have y'all started getting more prepared and paying attention what's going on around the world? Because I'm gonna tell you one thing: those that think it's a game, they know it ain't no game, but they ain't got the heart to change nothing. They ain't got the heart to say, man, I ain't effing with you no more, because you're stagnated. You talk a lot of talk, but you ain't doing nothing. Now, and then they start saying something about the community. I don't know about y'all. Have y'all seen y'all community? Man, is it the hood that y'all grew up in, or the hood that y'all staying in, or do they need help, or they just waiting for assistance? I understand if you're a young teenager, or you fell in hard times as an adult, but if you keep falling on your face, you ain't learned your lesson, so I don't want to hear from you. Be quiet. Y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here. Man, we're going to have a little church up in here. It ain't going to be long. It's Friday. You don't think a person that works got something to do on a Friday? Man, sometimes I chill. But if you're a likable guy, people call you out and say, hey, man, you want to go to this function? We're going to have a good time. See, the vibe is with me, I done already did all that. All that. And then some. And I'm just blessed to be free. You think I want to sit around this goddamn internet and talk to these people who's lesser than me? Oh, you think you all that slugger, third person talking. That you got a job. No, you think I'm all that. Shit. These boys ain't got nothing on a working man or entrepreneur for real. Anytime you're a grown man or a grown woman and you still hang around with losers, you don't think the world see that? I think a lot of people in this world that woke up. Gig is up. You can play that tune for so long, and then people say, "Oh, that's the only tune you got." Getting in all this mess, and sometimes if you get so bored of yourself, entertaining. No, bruh. No, sis, that ain't gonna. I ain't even been on. What's that? Man, I can find so many ways to waste my goddamn time. I'd rather waste my time investing in me than these other clucks on YouTube. I think YouTube, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm just a messenger, so I got information that I be putting out there for the world. Real life bull that the government's trying to do. Real life bull that you need to be paying attention to. Things that you need to prepare for. Watch somebody try to take that bait. Watch somebody try to pretend like they slugger. You know, it's only one mother. Yeah, that way. But yeah, I'm a fun guy, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm stern, I'm real. I ain't gotta tell you that. Listen to me. You people don't have to say, like Pico say. People don't have to say how real they are. Just watch they swag, is what I say. I'm old school. Watch how they act. You can judge that for themselves. Now, I know some people are trying to transformation of trying to catch this character, but they can't mimic me, man. They can't stay solid on this. What you and you know I'm making comments because the first time I ever heard it like this, since I was in junior high, we used to say cross that line if you about that life, or knock the stick off my shoulder. I bet you won't. You know what I'm saying? God dang it, I'm wasting food. Guess what? I'm gonna have to be unsafe for a minute because I ain't trying to pick up no beans. Yeah. Yeah, we had a barbecue at work today, man. I didn't do it. You feel me? I didn't do it. But it was good. And see, I was playing semi-pro, still having my primary job. You know what I'm talking about? I always want to be about that action. I had to find things that took my attention off those streets because I know these boys ain't solid. You know? Yeah, that's another day. Yeah. So I used to do things, man, because I'm a living example that if you put your head on, I don't know how long that fell off. I was turning and doing all this there. I'm back. Let me break it down to you. Let me see what y'all was talking about. Boy, the chat is rolling. Appreciate everybody coming in. Can y'all hear me now? I'm gonna have to keep the phone right here. Y'all hear me now? Okay, good. Everybody that was dropping them comments, man. Let me see. It's a blessing to be able to pay your bills without asking. You know, standing on what you stand on. You can't talk that talk if you can't walk that walk. And that's how I came up. In real life, that's how my daddy showed me. And my mama made sure I caught that information. And my uncles made sure that I stayed straight. And my aunties was my second mama on these streets. But I still had the thought pattern like the street cared for me more than your family. That's a lie. Now, some people are different. I done seen some kids come out of hardship. Like, parents wasn't all that good. But who am I to blame? I'm worried about my household. And I understand why a lot of people just can't catch it. They wasn't taught how to catch it. You understand what I'm saying? Damn, I'm supposed to be fixing that. Yeah, Generation X was taught well, but then, Chuck, just think about this. After I told y'all, man, they think they smarter than us. I understand why they think they smarter than us, because look at these clucks online. They hold no pride how they look on the main stage. And it ain't so much they don't care, because they gave up on life. A bunch of losers. Who am I to call somebody a loser? I'm looking at them. And I'm wondering to myself, damn, what happened to them? Because what happened to them is so to me, it's not like my life. And my life ain't like y'all's. But what happened to them, y'all couldn't grow past the pain? Well, you need to sit quiet. Don't tell nobody else how to cluck out. If you still dealing with your anxiety, your problems from childhood. No, it's a certain thing. It's a lot of, man, people need excuses to act the way they act, right? You shouldn't have no excuse as time go on. You shouldn't try to look back. You look back in your mind of who effed you up and how they did it and what was said and just let it go. Just let it go, man. Ain't nobody perfect, and understand everybody ain't meant to be together. Not on this tube, not in the real life. You make your choices on the decisions you wake up every day to put forth what? The effort to stay in a rut or get played. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people, and I say, man, this is real talk. Just to say a little bit, man. Go on Chuck D stuff. She say, they got to go through it to get to it. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They think in the world owes them something. They still dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. The world don't give a goddamn about you. And these cats and these individuals in life don't care about you if you don't care about yourself. They'll play you like a flute. You understand what I'm saying? But I remember when I started this job. 9.25, bro. An hour. That job was so compared to working at a fast food restaurant, because a fast food restaurant was paying more than his job. For me to go through the bull crap I had to go through and trying to learn how to decipher, right? Everybody battle ain't worth fighting at that time. Pick your battles, man. Because at the end of the day, in real life, they can blackball you. You can get fired, all that, man. I had to grow up from that. A lot of people say the street mentality will take you far. No, because a bunch of the street has not been the same since the 90s. You understand? The little taste that these youngsters got back in 2000, just a taste. What's real? Man, don't talk that talk. You can't walk that walk. That was the generation X, the generation for us. It wasn't all that bumping. This social media where everybody feeling like they bulletproof. And then when you see somebody, you almost have to do something. Now, man, you still showing out. You don't know what a good time is? You don't know what killing them with kindness is? Oh, man. Say, they gonna watch you more than you watch them. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people thinking they can jump up in the work world and make what you making. Man, you gotta grind. Just like Chuck D said. You gotta grind till it's time for you to shine. I feel like some people need a place to talk about it. And then that's what I would say to them, is to talk about it. But then let it go. Yeah, but how long you gonna talk about? It's a broken record. Problems are problems. Like, I don't want to hear your burden. You understand what I'm saying? Your burden is not benefiting me none with the growth. I don't have time for the stress because the world is stressful. Why would I want to tune in to somebody every day with the bull crap? Nah, bro, it's either you grow up or shut up. That's my, call it rude or whatever. That's how I feel about it. I don't want to hear your problems every goddamn day. Is it any happiness really in your heart? It will show when you smile, right? I know there was a political smile. Them folks do it to us, huh? And y'all vote for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they are losers, man. Yeah, the streets are backwards. The people thought pattern is backwards. But it's something, like I said before, if you took that ooh wee, that's the big change, because a lot of people believe in myths. But they say they believe in God. But they go do this because the pastor told them, the government told them, and now they trying to figure out what's wrong, why they can't come up out that slump. What is wrong with their health? Why are these elements happen to me? Because a lot of people is gullible. I don't trust nothing because I know who the enemy is. You should too. That's why my views gonna be. That doesn't make me or break me. I'm just trying to wake a couple of people up because at the end of the day, I appreciate the support. Those that's support, and you can see the stars next to their name. I appreciate the support, understanding I put my really life on the limb. These guys ain't even doing that. They playing so they don't be a threat. I'm trying to be a what? Oh man, a problem for the sleepers, right? When I say sleepers, people who sleeping in life and thinking something gonna come up out of, and you ain't even got out of bed mentally. You think somebody care if you eat a burger? You think somebody care if you do anything in your lifetime? No, they don't care. They will hope for the best, but they can't walk you. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Once you understand that some people that don't want to do nothing and be nothing and all that, man, life will be much easier for you. You put stress on yourself. You put stress on yourself and there's nothing left. Not for your husband, not for your wife, not for your kids, because you're stressing over internet. You stressing over who got the next viral TikTok. You stressing over what? You need to stress over a job so you can stay employed and start doing for yourself. And then you'll see. The level you should have always been on. You need to hang with like-minded people. Get that insight. Hey, man, how did you do that, Slugger? Everybody got a story. But now you got to find out which one is real. Because if you allow anybody to get in their conscious thinking, you gullible, period, point blank. Yeah, you can't let anybody just get in your mind because I'm going to tell you, the devil's busy, right? And if they see things that's going a certain way, even though they put all this stuff on the internet, even though they put all this stuff in Hollywood and people stop falling for it, believing, ask TD Jakes. This is the word I got. Ain't nobody going to the church because the rabbit's at the hat. But how do somebody... Look at. Why is it T.G. Jakes and then Joe Osteen having gunfire in the goddamn church? I thought that was a peace sanctuary. The world don't think of church the same way. I thought, ain't nothing the same no more, man. Ain't nothing the same no more. If you think about it, work ain't even the same. AI... It's all at the workplace. So you don't even know you're going to have a job tomorrow. So you better be doing something a robot can't do. Because we did adopt the cashless cash registers. Oh, that was cool. Man, I'm glad I ain't got to wait in line, excuse me. But somebody just took your job, a robot. But y'all want this fast internet, right? Y'all thinking that you can really blow up on this goddamn internet when the views ain't real. It's to bring attention to what you talking about. But if you ain't talking about nothing to a sleeper, you'll stay asleep. It won't be entertaining. Why do grown-ups, and this is the question, why do grown-ups got to be entertained? Where did that come from? Because there used to be a lot of people that took care of their business. And stood on business. Not said, but really stood on business, man. It really stood on business. A Duke love. I don't know what that is, fine man. You gotta talk English to me, man. I wish I knew my native tongue, dude, though. But salute. If it's respect, salute. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, appreciate that, man. I just, I had a conversation with some youngsters. What do y'all want out of life? When was the last time you asked the kids or the nephews in your household or around you, what do you want out of life? What do you expect if you ain't on the grind trying to achieve this? All they talking on the phone and talking about this interview and talking about, picking. If you don't have a job, youngsters, it doesn't matter where you work at until you can do better, but go get a job. Go get a job, man. And then if you thinking you got support and you start getting big-headed, watch how your support goes down. We'll love to see the youngsters working, right? Because they ain't doing nothing that's going to jeopardize their life for a long time, right? And it makes the government seem like the gimmicks that they put out there, these movies, these thoughts will be irrelevant because you working, you ain't got time to pay attention to the goofiness, right? So with that said, man, I told you I have things to do. Appreciate everybody. Indonesia. Okay. Salute. Appreciate you coming, man. Hit that like button, subscribe button. And if it's one of those things, lessons and blessings come by coincidence. A lot of times you'll never know who is going to be your blessings or if you can be a blessing to somebody by keeping it real. A lot of people say that word, but when I say it, I keep it real, man. And I ain't going to even just say it like that because I show it. I don't have time for silly games because I've never been one to play. And a lot of people can't say that because you go back 2 years. I told y'all to go back 2 years. For people, they been on this internet and see how they act. Now, can you change over time? You would think so, right? But a lot of people don't change. They disguise themselves to get more followers. The government make you feel like it's just like the government. They play the same game, but I let these people know I'm not a lollipop. Yeah, you can't sweet talk me, man. You feel me? I tell people for real. And I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying when I say what I say, but yeah, I'm a tool. I might not be the sharpest tool in the toolbox, but us in the same toolbox, we're badass set. You understand what I'm saying? Become them people who can hold themselves accountable for their fuck-ups, especially if they grown. If you grown and you still clucking out, definition of a cluck. Somebody pretending to be something they're not. Somebody who ain't doing nothing with their life but have a lot of advice. Them are clucks. If you need to know, them are clucks. Follow nobody that can't do better than you, period. I know a lot of people say, man, why Slugger be calling people clucks? Because sometimes you can fall in the cluck category by not doing anything but talking everything. You understand what I'm saying? We see you. Do you understand? This is a $1 billion industry, y'all. YouTube is $1 billion. You don't think we see y'all? There's a lot of people laugh at y'all. You might get a subscriber or two and a view or two, but they laughing at y'all. Man, laugh with me, not at me. That's what my mama used to say. I'd rather people laugh with me than at me. Period. But you can't be an opinion of everybody. Like, give them your opinion, how you view yourself. The world gonna view you how they view you. And see how many real individuals view you as being a stand-up guy or a cluck. Do a roll call. Not those that don't have no backbone. And man, say a lot of these people that be co-signing for these clucks, they ain't got no background. They ain't got nothing going on in their life. So what is that? That's why I come with that conversation. Ducks follow ducks. That don't make them the the cool clique. No. That makes them the clique that ain't got no follow. 7 in the morning and salute. This is like early morning and this is afternoon for down here in Texas and the surrounding US states is different zoning, right? But salute, man. Welcome to the channel. Like I said, this ain't gonna be long drawn out because guess what, man? Grown folks got something to do. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I can show you more, but if it want to see a person, it's not even shining, right? It's life. But they want your license plate, they want your name. These boys are a bunch of broads. Not to say anything about the women, but that's how they act, but messy. I don't even understand how these guys talking about or how they feel like it's any comparison. Sound like Ice Cube already. Appreciate it, man. That's a compliment. But I'm Slugger. You're the one and only North Side Austin, Texas, man. Yeah. Appreciate you sliding in. You know what I'm saying? Sliding in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. Shoot. If I like I say, and this is like a mentor, and I'm gonna say this because I talk in schools. But yeah, so I talk schools and I tell these kids, I say, what do you want to do in life? And they all intrigued of what I do and all that stuff, but it's more to the point of you can do it. You got to tell people they can do it if you keep working on your craft. If this is what you want to do, then you definitely, I'm telling this in school, but to the grown-ups on this platform, you definitely want to get away from cluck because they are a distraction for your intellectual skills. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real. But until the next time, let it be your best time. It's your boy Slugger. Y'all have a good weekend. I might surprise y'all. But if it is, it's a blessing if I see y'all again. Y'all take it easy, stay light, and stay alert. And if you, yeah, that's the next subject. Stay ready from stop getting ready. Yeah. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate everybody spending a little time on a Friday, man. And get it right. And I appreciate y'all understanding my past wasn't the best part of my life, but it taught me a lesson. I think y'all past it taught y'all a lesson too. All right? Y'all stay up. Your boy Slug. Ain't no